Imagine the quintessential American scene. A sunny afternoon, the gentle hiss and pop of charcoal, the smell of sizzling meat wafting through a manicured suburban backyard. Families and friends gathered, laughing, sharing food, enjoying the simple pleasure of a barbecue. We see this image everywhere, in movies, TV shows, and our own family photo albums. It feels timeless, doesn't it? As if it's an ancient tradition baked into the very fabric of our culture. But what if I told you that this idyllic scene is not what it seems? What if the backyard barbecue, that symbol of freedom and casual fun, has a hidden history? A story rooted not in ancient tradition, but in a carefully engineered social experiment designed to shape a nation. Today we peel back the layers of smoke and nostalgia to uncover the shocking truth. The backyard BBQ was a symbol of post-war conformity. After the smoke cleared from World War II, America was a nation in transition. Millions of soldiers returned home, not to the bustling city centers or sprawling farmlands they had left, but to something entirely new, the suburb. Rows upon rows of identical houses, each with its own patch of green lawn, began to sprout across the country. This was the birth of suburbia, a meticulously planned landscape designed to foster a specific kind of American dream. And at the heart of this dream was the family, the nuclear family to be precise. The government and major corporations had a vested interest in this new way of life. It promoted stability, consumerism, and a predictable social order. But how do you get millions of individuals, many of whom had just experienced the chaos of war, to embrace this uniform lifestyle? You give them a ritual. Enter the backyard barbecue. Before the war, barbecuing was primarily a large-scale public affair, often associated with Southern political rallies or community gatherings. It was rustic, messy, and involved whole animals, slow-cooked over pits for hours, even days. It was anything but a private, family-centric activity. But in the late 1940s and 50s, something changed. Marketers and manufacturers saw an opportunity in the burgeoning suburbs. A man from Illinois working at a metal spinning company had an idea. He was tired of the unpredictable nature of open-flame grilling. He took a metal buoy, cut it in half, added a grate and some legs, and voila, the iconic kettle grill was born. This wasn't just a new product, it was a revolution. It made grilling accessible, controllable, and perfect for the small, private space of a suburban backyard. Suddenly, advertisements began to flood magazines and television screens. They didn't just sell grills, they sold an entire lifestyle. The ads depicted a smiling, apron-clad father confidently presiding over the grill, a king in his small, grassy kingdom. He was no longer just a factory worker or an office drone. He was the provider, the master of the flame, the hero of the weekend feast. This image was incredibly powerful. It gave men, many of whom felt adrift after the regimentation of military life, a new sense of purpose and a defined role within the home. The backyard became his domain. The barbecue was his ritual. Meanwhile, where were the women in this picture? The ads show them too, of course. They are seen preparing salads, setting the table, and looking on admiringly at their husband's grilling prowess. The division of labor was clear and reinforced traditional gender roles. The man managed the dangerous fire and meat outdoors, a symbolic echo of his role as the protector and provider. The woman managed the domestic tasks indoors, reinforcing her role as the homemaker. The barbecue, therefore, wasn't just about cooking food. It was a weekly performance of the ideal suburban family structure. Every Saturday, across millions of identical backyards, families were acting out the same script, reinforcing the same social norms. It was a powerful tool for promoting conformity, disguised as leisure. Think about the architecture of the suburbs itself. The houses were designed with patios and backyards that were semi-private, but still visible to the neighbors. This created a subtle social pressure. You saw your neighbor, Mr. Jones, firing up his brand new grill, and you felt the need to do the same. This wasn't just keeping up with the Joneses. It was participating in a community-wide ritual. Sociologists call this conspicuous consumption. The grill, the patio furniture, the perfectly manicured lawn, these were all signals that you belonged, that you were a successful participant in the American dream. Not having a barbecue could mark you as an outsider. It was a quiet but effective form of social enforcement. The food itself also tells a story. The shift from whole hog, slow-cooked barbecue to quick grilling steaks, burgers, and hot dogs was significant. This new style of cooking was fast, efficient, and perfectly suited to the new, faster pace of suburban life. It was also highly commercialized. Companies began marketing specific grilling cuts of meat, specialized sauces, marinades, and charcoal briquettes. The spontaneous, community-based tradition was replaced by a consumer-driven event. You didn't just barbecue, you bought the entire barbecue package. This fueled the post-war economic boom, tying the ritual of the barbecue directly to the engine of American capitalism. This isn't to say that people weren't genuinely enjoying themselves. Of course they were. The barbecue provided a much-needed outlet for relaxation and social connection after a long work week. It was a space for families to come together. But the key insight is that this enjoyment was channeled and shaped by powerful external forces. The very idea of what constituted fun and family time was being defined by advertisers and social planners. The freedom of the weekend was, in a sense, a structured freedom. You were free to barbecue as long as you did it in your designated private space, using the right equipment and reinforcing the correct social roles. As the decades rolled on, the barbecue continued to evolve, but its core function as a symbol remained. In the 60s and 70s, as counterculture movements challenged the conformity of the 50s, the barbecue also became a site of rebellion, albeit a mild one. People started experimenting with different foods, different music, and a more relaxed social atmosphere. Yet, the basic format of the private backyard gathering largely endured. The ritual was too deeply embedded. Even today, in our diverse and fragmented society, the backyard barbecue persists as a powerful cultural touchstone. We might grill tofu instead of steak, or invite a chosen family of friends instead of relatives. But we are still participating in a tradition whose roots lie in the conformist pressures of the post-war era. So the next time you find yourself standing in a backyard, surrounded by the familiar sights and smells of a barbecue, take a moment to look beyond the nostalgia. See the ghosts of the past lingering in the smoke. See the carefully constructed stage of the suburban lawn, the roles we unconsciously play, the consumerist DNA embedded in the very tools we use. The story of the barbecue is not just about food and fire. It's the story of how a nation rebuilt itself, how an ideal was manufactured and sold, and how a simple weekend meal became a powerful symbol of American identity, for better and for worse. It is a reminder that the most ordinary parts of our lives often have the most extraordinary and secret histories. The humble barbecue is a testament to the fact that even our leisure is not immune to the grand, sweeping forces of history and society. It's a tale of conformity disguised as freedom, a ritual born from a blueprint for a nation. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the secret wisdom behind the everyday. If you enjoyed uncovering this hidden history, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Tales of Secret Wisdom, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exploration into the stories that shape our world. Until next time, stay curious,